We've all seen those multi-million-dollar paychecks that those big celebrities make for acting, but I always wondered, what do regular actors get paid when they get cast in a production? Well, I found out firsthand when in 2021 I went from a complete beginner actor to being cast as number 2 in Stranger Things 4. And today I'm gonna end all of the Hollywood gatekeeping and give you a complete breakdown into what Netflix paid me for acting in 5 episodes of this world-famous show. This video will have 4 parts to it. Extra costs to Netflix, so what they paid for me, but didn't go necessarily to me. Bonus payments I got for things you wouldn't expect. My main base pay. And then finally, what actually went to my bank account after all of the taxes and fees. So to start off with extra costs, I submitted my audition tape online because I live in Texas while this filmed in Atlanta. And they then paid to fly me out. But not only that, they paid for a personal driver to pick me up to and from my house and take me to and from the airport. In total, that would have cost about $700 both ways. Then the driver drops you off at this hotel that you're staying at during the shoot, and then you have to pay the incidental fees out of your own wallet, which you wouldn't expect. But it does get refunded to you as long as you don't break anything. But that actually wiped out my entire savings on my first day to the point I couldn't afford to even buy food for a little bit. Very humbling. It's good to have a humbling experience in that. The hotel, the Georgian Terrace, was very luxurious, more like a 1-bedroom apartment. And if you were to base it off of today's prices, Netflix would have paid $7,561 to host me there for the 6 weeks that I was in town. So there already, Netflix has paid $8,261 to just have me in the show. But obviously none of this money has gone to me yet. But before we talk about my main base pay, I think it's so interesting to mention all of the surprise bonus payments you get paid for being in this show that no one really tells you about. After looking through all of these receipts, I was actually paid for travel time. I was personally paid $150 an hour for every time I just sat in the car driving to and from set. And in total, I was paid $2,485 into my bank account for just that alone. Now, why did I get paid just for sitting in a car? Well, before I answer that, remember how I said I couldn't afford food initially? Well, that all changed whenever I got paid my first per diem. A per diem is just extra payment that you get to cover all of your living costs while filming. On Stranger Things, I was getting paid $60 every day to pay for my food. If you're looking through all of these receipts, you would see that in total I was paid $2,580 through my 6 weeks of filming, basically just to cover the cost of food, which is crazy because they also give you free meals and food on set. So why are they giving me $60 a day to spend on food when they're just giving me free food anyway? And why am I getting paid so much to just sit in a car? All of these bonus payments are because of the unions. Actors are considered skilled workers, and so having us in a car means we're under the production's control.